boys and girls. This is Miss Amanda. I'm here to share in our children's moment for today. The first thing we're going to do is play one of my favorite games. Will it float? You got to yell that back at me. Will it float? All right, so we're going to start with a crayon. I wonder if it will float. You got to yell it. Will it float? It did not float. It sank. What else do you think we could put in there? I've got some aluminum foil. Let's see what that does. You gotta yell it with me. Will it float? It floats. I wonder if I put this in a ball. Will it float? Let's yell it. Will it float? It floats. Look at that. It floats. I wonder if you would sink or if you would float. In the Bible story today that Pastor Mike is talking about in his sermon, we talk about the time that Jesus had been preaching and teaching, and he sent the disciples out on a lake. And after he had some time to rest and pray, he decided to come join him. It was the middle of the night, and he just started walking across the water. They woke up and they saw him, and they said, "Oh, is that a ghost?" I wonder if you would think that. But it wasn't a ghost. It was Jesus. And Jesus called out to Peter and told him to come and join him. And Peter was very scared, as you can imagine, because he thought he might drown, but he found out he could walk on the water as long as he was watching Jesus. But something happened when he stopped watching Jesus. What do you think happened? That's right, he started to sink. And Jesus cried out to him, "Don't you have faith?" But the thing that happened was that Peter took his eyes off Jesus and then he sank. So I want to remind you, boys and girls, that even when you're scared, you can keep your eyes on Jesus. Think about Jesus. Think about how much he loves you and trust him to lead you through even if you are scared. And I promise that if you do that, you will float. Let us pray. Dear God, thank you for loving us, and help us when we are afraid to remember to keep our eyes on you so that we will float. We will be okay because we know that Jesus is with us. Have a great week, and I will see you next week.